Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Shay, your local numerologist. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. Make sure you are subscribed to my other channels, Answers by Queen Spirit and Queen Spirit 1126. All right, so we are doing June month ahead. I did do just a regular numerology report on my website, queenspirit1126.com. So the link will be in the description if you guys want to read up on that without the tarot cards, just considering, the dates that are appearing this month. All right, so I'm getting ready for this reading, y'all, and Mariah Carey Hero just keeps playing in my head. I'll probably leave a card so you guys can listen to that song and leave a link in the description with the song as well. So one thing, first of all, that song came out in the early 90s and I was young as hell. But one thing that I always say is that real heroes save themselves. And I think the biggest disservice that was given to us is this idea that somebody's going to come down and save us from all the turmoil and all the bullshit that's going on in today. And there's nobody there to actually save you, right? So definitely coming up on this month, there are some challenges that you will face. However, you have everything you need in order to face this challenge, okay? So we're going to start off with just the vibe about the month, all right? I'm going to pick this card. We have the Queen of Wands. Now, if you guys know anything about the Queen of Wands, she's kind of like the King of Wands. She makes things happen. You know what I'm saying? She gets things done. Her will, her way type energy. Your will, your way. All right. So make sure that, throughout this month, you have this idea like, hey, if I want it, I'm going to get it. Something else I would like to point out is that June comes to the number 12, right? 6 is June, 6 is the year as well. So 12 is about you doing what you have to do and spirit kind of backing you up on that. So that energy is there as well. So let's go ahead and get into this reading. Big 12. All right, so overall, we got the mice here, all right, and then we got somebody with 2 faces. 5, 4 equals 9, right? And then we have a 7 of Wands here at the bottom. So 7 of Wands is representative of you being on top of everything. The mice in general is this energy of somebody kind of like nitpicking, somebody stealing little things from you, hoping that you don't notice, somebody being an overall kind of nuisance to you, somebody trying to prevent, or something, okay, trying to prevent you from being able to move forward and wield your wand the way that you think it shall be willed, okay? So then we have the masks. Now, one thing about masks is that we all wear them, right? And that's something that is very important to recognize when we're with our family, when we're with our friends, when we're with our coworkers. We have all these different masks of who we want to be. So I feel like this is a defining moment, right? What mask would you like to be most recognized for? Because you can be all of these different things, right? Like, I'm a wife, I'm a sister, I'm a daughter, I'm a mother, I'm a coworker, I'm all of these things. But what do I want to represent me most, right? What I do, who I am, the characteristics that I deem most important for people to see me and view me as. And this is something that's going to come into question for you. This is something that you are going to have to put forward and recognize, right? So I'm going to say it again: your will, your way. The things that you put forward, those are the things that are going to happen to you. So let's talk about a couple things. First, let's talk about the number 9. 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 represents endings, right? But 9 is also the accumulation of energy. Like, I have learned so much, I have grown so much. I know how this works, I know how that works, right? Even with the 7 of Wands, it's like you have accumulated so much knowledge and so much energy, and what is the word? Experience is the word I'm looking for. Experience, that you know what you're doing, you know how to stay on top, you know how to be on top, you know how you want to rule your own world. And this month is very representative of that, because you guys are going to get a chance to actually do the things that you want to do. You're going to put the energy out there like, hey, this is what I want, this is what I'm going to get. All right, so I did want to also point out that we have a 5 over here. 5 represents change. 5 can also represent fear. And we have a 4 here. 4 represents our foundation. 4 also represents boundaries, right? 4 always gives me like Queen of Swords energy. Like, I'm building a foundation right now. I don't have time for your shit. So if you're not gonna help me out in doing this, then stay the hell over there. That's definitely the vibe that it gives. So I also want to point out that this is 2, 3, and 4, right? So 2, 3, 4. This is the energy of going up some steps, going up to the next level. Starting with your connection to spirit, because 2 is definitely our connection to spirit. How we connect and kind of like unionize with the things around us. All right. So definitely pay attention to all of your signs this month. If you guys don't have like a spiritual notebook, I suggest you to at least do it for this month, right? 6 is, I always describe 6 as the number of our internal foundation. 6 is about our social relationships, our family, how we connect to other people, right? We got this 2 times 3, which comes to 6. Like, I don't know, it looks like that, okay? So definitely make sure that you guys have a strong internal foundation. So not only you could be there for yourself, but you can be there for the people that need you and the people that you want to support the most. All right, so let's go ahead and get some clarification here. Can you clarify this mouse, Spirit? Clarify this mouse. So we have the Tower, the Ace of Pentacles, and we have the Hierophant here. All right, so just looking at the numbers, we got another 7 and we got another 5. Both these are in the mouse with the number 1, which I would say would be missing from this number, because we have 1, 2, 3. We would have 1, 2, 3, 4. So anyway, I'm going to say that there is going to be a new opportunity, right? After some kind of, I don't want to say tragedy, but I do feel that there's a painful ending. I feel like there are a lot of cycle endings this month. There's a lot that's going to be laid out on the table. A lot of things that you didn't recognize as bullshit that you will recognize as bullshit. And in recognizing those things, you are going to be presented with a new opportunity and a new mindset. All right. So we talk about 5 being the number of change. The Hierophant is about your morals, your ethics. It can be about being a spiritual leader, a guide. It can be about receiving spiritual leadership and guidance from a higher power. Okay, so keep all of that in mind as you go forward this month, that you are at the very least your own leader. All right, at the very least you are your own hero, right? So let's get into this mask. All right, so Spirit, can you clarify what's going on with this mask? All right, so we have the Hermit and we have the Empress, right? We have the number 3 and the number 9. Okay, so we got 3 again and we got 9 again. I'm just saying. So anyway, the Empress, this is almost like you seeing a side of something or somebody that you don't like. It could be yourself, and you retreating in order to grow the way in which you want to grow. I get a vibe of learning how to be sure of yourself, learning how to be sure of the projects that you create as well. The Empress is very important because she births new ideas, she births new creations, okay? Um, so we got the Hermit as well. The Hermit is somebody who likes to retreat to find their light. So whatever creation that you're going into, this is something that is going to help you find your light. Okay, so what's important about this is that people may not always see you as this person that you want to be or this person that you are becoming, right? And this is why I talked about in the beginning wearing a mask and how we have so many different masks. It's not your job to live up to someone else's perception of you. And I want you guys to keep that in mind as the month goes on, because there is so much that is going to change this month that you can't get caught up in what other people think and how other people are going to be feeling this month. It's just not going to be fair to you. All right, so next we are going to talk about what major things will you be getting clarity on this month. So we saw the Tower. The Tower a lot of times represents destruction, but more often than not, the Tower represents a clarity, one that is more than needed. Okay, so one thing about a foundation is that if it's not built on the right things, then everything can come down, right? And this clarity is here to bring you a new perspective. All right, so we have the Three of Swords. This Three of Swords is definitely coming up in reverse, okay? So a couple things. The Three of Swords in reverse is healing, but we have this one sword pointed up, which is truth and clarity, and we have Two of Swords pointing down, which is also clarity, allowing yourself to see the truth in things, to see the truth in your healing, to see the truth in how, I don't know, I feel like you were wronged in some way and maybe it was done behind the scenes, and it's like you know, but you don't know all the details of it. Something is falling apart and it's going to bring you a major clarity. All right, so somebody else's destruction is going to be your construction. All right, so we got toil and labor. Oh, I guess we should talk about the number 3. I'm gonna take that. Oh shit, and the mouse card back out. All right, so yeah, so the number 3, which we see 3 times here, the number 3 is all about communication. The number 3 is about growth as well, right? So I feel like you guys are going through major growth, seeing things, expanding, getting that new perspective. So we have 38, toil and labor. The 3 and the 8 comes to an 11. So it's like you're gonna find a new doorway. And remember, it's funny because when I said clarity, this card popped in my head. Like I literally thought about this mouse card again. Because when somebody, for instance, you see the mice, they come in, they eat off of this, they eat off of that, and you might not realize where all of it is coming from. Like, why is this disappearing? Why are things going missing? Why am I not able to achieve this? Why is this being unsuccessful? And you guys are going to get some kind of clarity of how somebody has been working behind the scenes to either destroy you or manipulate you. It could be a mindset as well that you are giving up. Okay, this clarity is coming through some kind of healing. Spirit is saying heal your heart. Like I said about the 6, right? We have double 6s this month. The 6 is about your internal foundation, right? And if you are happy and loving and all of that inside, then it's something that is going to spread to the outside. So let's go ahead and clarify toil and labor. Whoa. All right, toil and labor. Okay, now y'all know 1 plus 10 is 11. You cannot make it up. I love how Spirit be on their shit, y'all. Just on their shit, period. So anyway, we have the Ace of Wands and we have the Wheel of Fortune. So toil and labor, you guys have been working really hard. For those of you who have been working really hard, I should say. You're finally going to see the fruits of your labor. There's finally going to be some kind of good karma coming out of how hard you've been working. And this is something that has been a long time coming, right? So you're going to have new energy. You're going to have new motivation. And the issue is that somebody has been working behind the scenes to make sure that you haven't, to make sure that you don't heal, basically, to keep you in this dark space, right? We have this number 8 right here. 8 represents karma and karmatic events. And this 38 is saying to me, there's going to be a very loud event. It's going to be loud. Something's going to be very loud that exposes somebody and pushes you through a doorway where you can stand on those skills. You can stand on those stairs that you built, the stairs that we saw in the Hierophant card. You can expound upon those changes or whatever, okay? So one thing about this card, the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is karma. And it's all about where you are on that wheel. If you haven't been doing well, if you've been knocking people down, knocking people out, trying to destroy people, that karma's not going to be good for you. This month, I remember when I used to go to church, they would be like, it's where your heart is. It's where your heart is. Like this month, it's literally about where your heart is, right? And where our heart is shows in our actions, right? That's what the number 6 is all about. It's about, hey, I feel this way inside, and so I'm going to show it outside. If you're showing something else outside, then that's how you feel inside. You can't be something that you're not. You know what I'm saying? Like we can act for a minute, but even if you're going out acting like an asshole, that becomes who you are. I hope that makes sense. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify this mouse card for clarity. All right, so we got 2 knights, and we have the 8 of cups, another 8. So we're going to be walking away. The 3 of swords in reverse is about healing, some kind of energy, something either. Somebody broke your heart. Somebody said some mean things to you, about you, spreading rumors. So the swords, element, whatever it's called, suit, the sword suit, right? Definitely represents intellect, and it also represents communication. So somebody was playing mind games with you, and you are walking away from that because you built up a lot of pain, and whatever it became who you are, right? So a lot of times we talk about when we've been through something very difficult, how we are not a victim, right? You are not a victim because you don't want the identity of being a victim. It's much better to have the identity of being a survivor, right? Because the survivor is going to keep on surviving. Am I right? Whereas a victim is going to continue to be victimized, because that's the identity that they took on. So there's a lot of newness that's coming to you because whatever this new thing is going to allow you to walk away from whatever this emotional buildup, whatever this pain is, right? So let's talk about these knights. All right, so these knights are going 2 separate ways. You see that, right? All right, so we have the Knight of Swords going this way. I feel like the Knight of Swords to me is definitely representing right now your ancestors coming through and kind of fucking shit up. Like, I can't say it no better way than that. They are coming through because they are sick of the bullshit and they are making people pay for things. And this is why their karma is being faced right now, right? So your ancestors are moving toward karma, and you are going to be the beneficiary of that, right? Whereas you yourself are moving toward this energy of more love, right? You may have built up this emotion and this identity on being a survivor and overcoming all of these things, but you'll no longer have to identify as that. There's going to be a super ending. Look at that. That ends in success and celebration. We got the Nine of Wands under there. The Knight of Wands loves to represent itself as a wounded warrior. But look, these are a bunch of walls that have been built up. What I'm getting really, really heavy is that you guys are learning to love more freely, right? If you are looking for love, you're going to find that. If you're looking for a job, you're going to find that. Looking for success, that's what you're going to find. Whatever you put your energy into is definitely going to come to you this month. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. Okay, guys, so last part of this reading, we are going to talk about a major cycle that will be ending this month. There are quite a few cycle changes. I believe that Saturn is going into retrograde this month, so karma is a whole thing, bitch, because Daddy Saturn is on Daddy Saturn is on its way. All right. So anyway, not to be funny or whatever. Let's go ahead and get into this, Spirit. What major cycle is ending this month? What major cycle is ending this month? What major cycle is ending? We got the Three of Pentacles. Ooh, man. I was gonna say, the Three of Pentacles is a card about working together, right? But I feel like there is a team. And this is pretty messed up, but I do feel like there are a team of people that are kind of have been working against you to kind of keep you out in the cold. And this is why some things haven't been working, because somebody has literally been working behind the scenes. We saw it with the Mouse card, we saw it with the Toil and Labor, and even with the Mask card, because they're pretending to be somebody who they're not. So somebody's mask is definitely coming off, okay? The 3 and the 5 together equals 8. 8 is all about karma, karmatic events, and things like that. 5 of Pentacles is about being left out in the cold, right? So this could be a money thing where somebody was draining your pockets. For some of you guys, you're going to see that somebody has been taken away from you financially. For others, it's somebody has been preventing you from moving forward. Right, so I definitely feel a very kind of like physical pain that's coming, that came from these people working together to destroy you. So let's go ahead and pull some cards. Okay. All right, so we got an unexpected income, 27, expectation, 28, and then we have the park here, which is 20. All right, so the first thing I see is 222, clearly. All right, can't ignore that, which is about your guides supporting you, helping you. The 222, 3 twos, 1 is the number 6. But also it gives communicating this kind of connection that you have with your guides, right? So you are being pushed up to the next level spiritually, right? So we have another 8. 8 has been showing its ass all 8 is karma, honey. It is karma, and that is period. And then we have 7, which 7 represents you. 7 is analytical, and that's just period. Looking into things. Let's see what worked. Let's see what didn't work, and things like that. So, to clarify, right, the cycle that's ending, somebody working behind the scenes to basically bring you down, right? So what I'm getting is that I'm getting public humiliation, and I'm getting the expectation of unexpected income. Now, this is it feels like it's for both of you. I'm going to say it's for them, but it's for you as well. Okay, so there is some kind of income that another party is expecting to come their way, and they're not going to get it. So this is like somebody, I don't know, getting someone else's check in the mail every month, and finally that's going to stop. Whereas you are going to pick up some kind of new income. All right. So I cut right to the 10 of fire, which is a vibe in this deck particularly, to take Spirit's hand and to make sure you are trusting Spirit. The 10 of Wands normally represents burdens, having too much responsibility, or having a responsibility period that kind of is a little bit daunting. Okay, so like I said, cycle endings is 27 comes to a 9, which 9 is the number of an end of a cycle, right? Whereas 10 is the number of a new cycle, a cycle ending and a new cycle beginning. And then we have this part here, which is, it almost gives me the 4 of Wands vibe without the celebration, right? So this is something being put on display. Something is being put on display. And we have the 8 of Swords at the bottom. So I feel like, we saw the 8 of Swords earlier, but I feel like this is the energy of somebody losing something, somebody dropping the ball, and it happening very publicly. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify this unexpected income. All right, I'll take that card. Okay, 8 of Air. So that's the 8 of Swords, which is right here. So, but it's in reverse. So one thing about the 8 of Swords is it's kind of like being mind fucked, right? Like you feel like you can't go any way. Every way is bad. It's kind of like being in a terrible toxic relationship. It doesn't matter if you go left or go right. It's going to be wrong, right? So in reverse, it's kind of like finding clarity. It's just like, okay, forget this. And this has to do with money. So there's some kind of clarity that somebody is getting regarding money. 4 of Air, and then we have 6 of Fire. 6 of Fire is success, while the 4 of Air is meditation. So this is kind of like taking a step back so you can be propelled forward. All right, so shit, I'm sorry y'all, we got a lot. I feel like there's a lot to do with money here, with the Pentacles and then the unexpected income. So as far as the cycle ending goes, I feel like you guys are going to be some kind of successful. But this is going to take place after you realize something isn't what, somebody said it is, right? This is after you recognizing some kind of lie. I don't know why I said law. What's this 8? I wanted to say law. Clarify this 8 of Air, Spirit, please. Can you clarify this 8 of Air? You can't make it up. Okay, so we have 25 over here, this ring commitment. But we have poverty and a mask coming back out. 3 and 7 coming back to a 10. Okay, so we didn't see the mouse twice, and now we've seen the mask twice, right? So anyway, there's a mask of poverty. Something has been masked as poverty, but it's going to be beneficial to you. So this is kind of like I said, damned if I do, damned if I don't. But again, this has to do specifically with money. Something that you thought would be unsuccessful, but you have been committed to, and it kind of feels like you have lost your faith in it. So your faith is going to be rejuvenated in whatever this thing is, okay? So let's go ahead and clarify expectation. We'll move this over a little bit. Let's clarify expectation regarding this Three of Pentacles and Five of Pentacles. Okay. The Earth is the world, completion. The Earth is also a balance, right? Whoa. Expectation over. All right. This expectation isn't you. This expectation is someone else. Somebody has been perpetuating this energy that they're a victim. Right? They have been perpetuating this energy that they're a victim, you have wronged them, and all of that. And they're expecting this to be kind of like completed. They're like, okay, this is the last step of me being victimized, right? But that cycle, right? Because the world is also about cycles, right? So that cycle is ending about this nefarious victim. I don't know why I want to say that word, but that's what I want to say. It feels like the cycle is being ended of somebody expecting to always be a victim, to always feel like a victim, like that is ending. Interesting. Anything else, Spirit? I saw the Earth card, Ten of Water. Somebody has been benefiting from pretending to be a victim in a situation. They actually find emotional fulfillment in being the victim. So anybody that constantly carries on a victim mentality, you already know it's something wrong with them. I don't have to tell you that. Being a victim isn't anything to be proud of, or to be like, oh yeah, I was wrong, I'm always wrong every time they come around, and I just keep letting them do it. It sounds stupid because it is stupid. So this person has been playing that dumb role, that stupid card over and over and over again, and they found major fulfillment in that, and it's going to be ended. Whatever this is, I feel like they worked it out against you, right? So we have 10 and 10 here, and then we have the world as well, which is also a completion. So this cycle is ending, okay? This person, they hurt it. This is like somebody like stabbing themselves and then being like, oh no, you did it. Why would I do that to myself? I swear, that's how you always know somebody's lying. When you ask them to clarify why they did something, and they're like, well, why would I do it? Like, bitch, I don't know. You tell me. All right. So I do get also this vibe of public humiliation. And this is taking me back to the Knight of Swords. Remember I said that Spirit is coming through fucking shit up? Because that's what the Knight of Swords gives me a lot of times. The Knight of Swords can be very angry, and your guides are angry. Somebody overstepped their boundaries. They overstepped how far they should have went. Whatever conflict this is, they should have ended it long ago, but they chose not to. They chose to continue to play the victim and pretty much be like a predator. To me, that's what it sounds like. Again, committed to this situation of kind of trying to wreck your life to the point where they want to bring other people in it. So let's go ahead and clarify this part card. I'll be like, what? Like, what? Okay. So the enslaved prisoner, right? The enslaved prisoner is the shit. Why am I not the hangman? I don't know why I'm like my mind is just drawing blanks to the name. But this person is publicly pretending that they're a prisoner, right? So this is the cycle that's ending. Somebody pretending that they've been imprisoned and they've been very, very public. Like this feels like somebody did something and they did it to hurt you, but they're kind of saying like, oh yeah, it's your fault because you've done all these things to me, and they've been very public about it, but it's been a lie, right? So we have Ogun here. Ogun is a chariot. So this lie is about to be, I'll keep this out. This lie is going to be very much publicly ended, right? Very, and this is going to be something that is very public, right? The park is a public place. Say that 10 times fast. The park is a public place. And them pretending to be caught up in some energy that you put on them is going to be public because they've been working with people behind the scenes to ruin you. Let's clarify Ogun. The Four of Earth. This person, oh, and then we have Oshala on the bottom. Yo, Oshala is the Emperor in a regular deck, but it's hard to read this card as just like the regular Emperor just because of the imagery on it. Yeah, they have been watched. Okay. Spirit is almost commanding their forces. They'll no longer be able to stand on your back to complete the things that they wanted to complete. They'll no longer be able to make you a sacrifice and keep you in chains. Something with their life is going through a major change and overhaul, okay? So I kind of want to look into that. Let's do that. All right, so let's get into this major overhaul. I get that somebody has been a complete ass, has been showing their ass. So I'm talking about complete ass. Bliss. I seek and find peace, quietness, and moments of bliss in my life. I am persistent in this quest. I allow myself to feel divine presence radiating within and around me. I allow myself to create abundance and fulfillment, to live a life free of fear. Meditation is a part of my life. So there's a lot of things I get from this. I get that this person definitely, they haven't been listening to their guides, right? I also get that whoever this is somebody that is obsessed with financial abundance. And then the last thing that I get from that card is that there is somebody who is losing their bliss to fear. So let's see, what is this major overhaul, Spirit? Like, if somebody has been living a pretty good life while fucking people over, and that's going to end. Wow. So we got 10 of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups. All right, so major overhaul. We have money, and then we have the 2 of Cups, which is union. So a lot of people that have been on their sides not going to be on their side anymore. We have the 10 and 2, which is 12, which is June, y'all. June is 12. I don't know how many times I got to say it. 12 also represents the Hanged Man, right? Which can represent some delays. So I get that this person is going to be delayed in love and money. A lot of things that they thought were going to kind of like work out for them are going to be just the opposite, right? So again, this is like, oh, this always works out for me. And we saw this earlier in the reading, but it's not. It's not going to continue to work out. Some things, I'm saying something's going to go wrong, but everything is going to go wrong. This person is going to face tower after tower after tower, and they're going to try to cover it up. They are. They're not gonna be in this energy of, hey, I messed up, so I should do the right thing. They are not. Okay. So we got concern. We have the anchor, and then we have whatever this hatchet job is. It's about cutting shit off, cutting shit out, right? So we have triple threes here, and then we do have another 10. 5 is about change, right? So somebody has been using their, spirit is saying gift of gab, right? Because I guess it's the triple threes here. Somebody has been using their gift to convince people for the wrong things, right? Some people are very good at talking people into anything, right? Like they could sell water to a fish who is like literally living in water. This is that type of person. Right, but what I'm getting is that they are anchored into some pretty bad shit, right? So we have this card that says concern. We have 9 of Swords right here. 9 of Swords is about anxiety, not being able to sleep at night. And this person is anchored in anxiety. And what I see from the 3 and the 5 is that this is definitely a change, something that they were warned about. Right, but I also get that this is their karma, right, and that the cycle is ending and they are being cut off. So this is the major overhaul, right? Because we have the Knight of Pentacles here. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest card in the deck. Period. It takes forever. Pentacles represents winter in general, right? But the Knight of Pentacles represent taking a very long time to get something done. So they should have cut whatever this is out a very long time ago, but they did not do that. And with the 10 of Pentacles here, they are losing their wealth, but they're also losing the way that family looks at them. This person has perpetuated some generational curses that are just not okay. Okay, they have been, honey, man, we got the 5 of Cups here. Yeah, they have been perpetuating a lot of grief, a lot of misinformation. They have been perpetuating things that just dug them deeper into a hole. This is, like I said, this is somebody who is a liar and they just can't stop lying. Let's clarify concern. What are they concerned about, Spirit? And you know what? This takes me back to being anchored in, right? The Devil is 15, coming back to that number 6, all right, which is, you know, the month of June is the number 6. And then we also have the star on the bottom, which is 17, coming to an 8. The 17, not the 17, but the star is about healing, hope, and renewal, right? This person is losing their hope and they are attached to some kind of concern. Spirit, clarify concern, please. This is no good. Okay, so what I'm getting right now specifically is they should have sat down. They over manipulated a situation, right? Because this is somebody who feels like they can talk their way out of anything. And so what they did was got themselves into something that they're all tied up in now. All right, so what's this anchor, Spirit? What have they been anchored to? What have they been stuck with? Because I know they're concerned about that. We'll take that in reverse. 5 of Swords, whoa. Page of Swords, and then we have the King of Wands. Okay, so I feel like this is a past defeat, right? And what I'm getting here, especially with the moon at the bottom, which is 18 of the 9, ending, of course, but somebody's been watching them. Somebody's been watching them fall over themselves. Somebody has been watching them create some kind of imminent defeat. All right, so whatever this person hurt somebody really badly. Like they spread some kind of rumors or they did something to delay some kind of prize or effort. They did something to delay some kind of job or something like that. And somebody has been watching them. They have been seeing everything that they've been doing. They have been researching them, learning about them, and all of that. And this is going to stick this person with this energy that they can't overcome. Because as we saw with that park earlier, it's going to be publicly displayed, right? This is going to be the major overhaul in their life when their words just aren't going to work anymore. They're going to be brought down to size is what I'm getting. All right, last card. I'm going to let you guys go. This reading has been long enough. All right, so I'm getting that they're being cut from something, cut out of something, right? I'm getting 10 patience. Be patient, y'all. Be patient. And I know that you have been patient, but be patient. All right, so let's clarify, Spirit. What's being cut? Queen of Coins. I'm getting that their nurturer, their foundation is being cut. Somebody is pulling up a wall. Whoa. And we have a tower at the bottom. Okay, so what I'm getting is that this person has been consistently causing towers in someone else's life. And that is being ended, right? Because this person has put some walls up. Somebody has been healing astronomically, right? And whoever this is that has been healing is cutting this person out of their life. They are cutting them off. They are putting up a wall between them and that person. And what I'm getting is that this is this person's main source of energy. I don't know another way to say it. Their foundational support, their emotional support, and this is going to cause a major tower that they are not ready for, because this month is going to cause a lot of us to do a lot of soul searching, right? With June being a 6 and it being a 6th year, those double sixes are definitely having us look into ourselves to see what we can change, to see how we can be better people. And also there's this reality that, hey, what I get out, what I put out, I'm going to get back as well. But that's all I have for your June month ahead. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share, and I will see you next time.